You guys are all really bad at sketching here. What kind of shape does it make? Let me put it like that. A what? What's the name of that shape? What's the name of that shape, mister?
An X. An X. It doesn't go directly up, it don't make
So you're telling me if I threw a balloon, it would go like this?
Oh, no. I thought you said the shape of the balloon.
What shape? No. What would the trajectory look like? Its path?
An X.
An X?
An S.
An S. So if I threw a balloon, it would look like
Straight
this.
line.
No, not like that, like this.
If I threw a balloon, it would just go straight up like that?
No.
Forever?
Don't give it up.
Yeah, my balloons do that.
Your balloon shoots straight up like that?
Yes.
It never comes back down to Earth?
No.
Ever?
I don't know.
On your paper right now, all of you, draw me the path it would take. Draw me a rough path. That is not helpful to draw. Yes. All of you, draw me a path right now.
Really?
What kind of balloons are you throwing? A water balloon, guys. If you do a water balloon.
Oh, that's why I said that balloon.
Come on.
I never said that. But they come like that.
That wasn't my direction, Alexis.
What?
Have you ever thrown a water balloon?
That's how you want
I'm gonna be honest. Have you ever thrown anything on Earth?
No.
It makes a hill shape.
I'll do like that.
What balloon
That's what I
go
got on
like
my
that?
Come on.
Where are you? I would have never
If you throw anything on this planet, what shape does it typically make?
I don't know.
A U shape, a parabola. I assume you guys read this over. I assume you guys kind of remember this after reading it. Bad assumption. We're going to read it right now. Someone read that direction for me, please. Kayla.
A computer game simulates crossing a river. The program indicates a reach from 6 feet above the ground. The maximum height the balloon reaches is 15 feet and it is exactly 20 feet away.
I want to know about this. 6 feet and 20 feet. If it starts 20 feet, where's my first point going to be on this graph? Diana, where's my first point going to be on this graph that starts at 6 feet? Along what? Y or X? Good. So my first point's going to be at 6 feet right over here. If it lands 20 feet, where's my 20 going to be labeled on here? Alexis, where's my 20 going to be labeled on here? X. Right along here, right? When you draw a balloon, tell me what shape seems more realistic. Okay, I'm going to draw 3 different shapes, alright? One like this, one like this, and one like this. 1, 2, or 3. Which would seem like the most realistic for a balloon to travel along? I'm not going to ask you.
Take the first one.
I'll say 1, 2.
It's 2.
2.
I'm stumped, Joash. Joash. I'm going to throw this, okay? I'm going to throw this, alright? Okay? Tell me what kind of shape it makes, alright? Tell me particularly how symmetrical it is. Got it?
You eat it now.
Let me throw it. I think I made it.
Nah, that was 3.
But nobody's doing like that.
You would benefit from physics. You would benefit from hands-on physics lab.
That
Or
would
maybe just throwing a baseball.
Can I try?
No. Michaela and I believe it was Catherine, you were correct. The second one is the most realistic. Dang it. The second one is the most realistic one. Got it? So here, if it says it travels at a height of 15 feet, a maximum 15 feet, where's that third dot going to be? Shana, do you know where it's going to be? 15 along where? Here?
No.
Here?
No.
Along the y-axis, right? Where's that 15 going to be? Do you think it would be realistic up here, here, or here? Where?
The second one.
The second one in the middle, right? Because it travels symmetrically. So you want to draw it as perfectly in between here, right? What is the space in between here that's perfectly symmetric? Perfectly in the middle. 10, right? From 0 to 10, so up to 10, you want to draw up to 15. From 10, you want to draw up to 15.
What?
Starting from 10, you want to go up to 15.
I would say 9. 50 times 5 say 9.
Say again? Does that one make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Why would this be wrong if I drew it at a sharp turn?
Because
I'm afraid to ask. Oh my god.
don't call
I
it
got
on
you.
the way.
Yeah.
Joash,
It's because when you throw it, doesn't make it impossible.
what do you think? What kind of shape should it make? It should make a what around that point?
A hill.
A hill, a curve, good. Just like that. Got it? Joash, 1 out of 4. Congratulations. That's what your graph should look like. Make sure it's correct. So if you drew a graph like this for whatever reason, that is wrong. A balloon does not travel like that. Part B, what does range mean again? What values are we associating range with? No. What is the range of the path of the water balloon? What values were its range?
One.
Kenzie, do you remember what values the ranges were?
What?
Well, what values were the range? For a function, x or y? Alexa, do you remember?
Why?
Write it down, guys. All of you, write it down. Range are the y values. So literally look at this and tell me, what are its y values? You can tell me from the lowest to highest. What's his lowest y value here? Shay, what's his lowest y value here?
6.
Be very careful. Does it get lower than 6 eventually?
I got 9.
20.
What's his y value here? That's the x value. What's his y value here? How would you write this as a point? 20 comma what?
0.
I'm asking the Shay.
Oh.
What's his y value here again? Where'd you get 1 from, China?
I got 0.
So from 0 to what? What is his highest height? Shemai, what's his highest height? Pay attention. 15. So from 0 to 15 is your range. Write this down, guys. Find the intervals in which a function is increasing and then decreasing. We talked briefly about this. I'm going to pretend my pen here is a balloon. When it's starting from here and then it's going this way, what is it doing?
Perfect.
I mean, is it increasing or decreasing?
Increases.
Then what's happening?
Decreases.
And decreasing. So how do you see the interval from here to here? From part C. For part C. From here to here it's increasing.
Yeah.
During what? Close. When does it start increasing? What is its corresponding value here? Write this as a point for me. What is its value as a point? Deshay, I'm going to ask you again this. Deshay, don't call out. Deshay, what is the point here again? How do you write this as a point? I'm sorry? 6, comma 0. 6 would be the x value. So 6 would be along here. So how do you write this point again? So when does it start? In terms of the x value, when does it start increasing? So it starts increasing from 0 to when? When does it start? When does it stop increasing? Let me put it like that. Diana? Be very careful. When we talk about we're looking at the x values, okay? We're talking about during the x values. So not 15. We're talking about during these x values. So when does it start? At 10 feet, right? Write this down, guys.
So range is y value and the intervals are x.
Yes, yes. From here to here. You guys correct me if I'm not talking, okay? This red line is doing what now? Rosie, what is the red line doing? From here to here, it's doing what now? But when did it start decreasing? When does it end? When does it start and end? To when? 15. 20? Sorry. Shemaya, go back on the floor and pay attention. Make sure you guys get this down. So when I float around check your work again, you will lose credit off your homework and I will give you detention if you do not correct these. This question actually appears twice. Your goal is to sketch it. I told you guys, how would you do this one? The fastest ways to use what? Calculator. But if you cannot use a calculator for this one, I want to do this one by hand. Let me start with part B. How do you find...
1 second.
I'm on the wrong page? No, this is right. I'm starting with part B first. How do you find the x and y intercepts here? How do you find them? Just be ready yourself. Alexis, how do you find the x intercepts?
For the one at the bottom. Right?
How do you find it? Yes.
Where is the cross at?
Sorry?
Where is the cross?
On the x-axis, how do you find that value? Maya? How do you find the x-axis? Shemaya? What? What about that? We talked about this prior to this FAIFA review. How do you find your x-intercepts here? Miranda? Factor the set equal to what? Write it down. All of you write it down. Factor the set equal to 0. How do you solve for this? Alexis, how do you solve this? You what? No, it's not. Lorenzo just told you what you're going to do.
We're going to find two numbers that multiply to 7 but add to 8, right?
Find those two numbers. All of you, right now, find those two numbers. Good. You're making the answer wrong, though. What form are you going to use? Vertex. Alexis, fine, because you're the one that's going to tell me what they are. Good. You're not done though. 7 equals 0. 7 equals 0 can solve things. I don't do that. I'll find the y intercept. So 8 negative 1 multiplied to 7. Remember, multiply to 7 first, multiply to 7 first. Multiplies to 7 by acid. Okay. How much one did you do wrong? How much one would you do wrong? What are your two factors here going to be, Alexis? Equal negative 7 and negative 1?
Well, not right there. I had 2 plus right there.
Diane, what do you do next to solve for the x's here? Fix your posture. What do you do next? Say again?
Check if
Okay, so we check and see if it works out. Good. 7x, 1x, comes out 8x. How do you solve for zeros, though?
subtract 7
First, split them up. Good. Then you subtract 7 from both sides. What do you get for x here? And
-7,
those are your x-intercepts right there. Write them down, guys. If you need more space, make space. I'm going to hold this though, guys. So your x-intercepts here were the following. -7, -1. How do you find the y-intercept? They would be easiest by far. But how do you find it for x squared plus 8x plus 7? Michaela?
Plug in 0 for x.
Excellent. Plug in 0 for x. What's the last remaining number you're going to get here? What's the y-intercept always going to be? The very last number. So what's your y-intercept again, Gerson? What is it? Which is what? That one's easy. Make sense? Oh, very last number. You told me that. You can write it down yourself. No. Is the second bell ring yet? Sign out. Letter C. I'm going to do letter C first. Find the maximum or minimum values for the function f. That'll help you graph it. What are the maximum? What do we call them? Not solutions. The secondary solutions. Maximum are also your what? No. It was one of the newest words you guys just learned prior to this FAIFA review. Jump to the B.
Vertex.
How do you find your vertex again? What's the formula to finding your vertex?
B over 2A.
Close.
Negative B.
And what do you do with the value x equals negative b over 2a after you found it? What do you do with it? Good. You plug it back here. Find this. I want you guys to find the vertex right now. What's your b value and what's your a value? Do it first. B. B for boy. Guys, that's a B. Letter B. What is the B value in that equation up there? What does that say? Why is it 4? Well, what's the B and the A value here? And this what value? Yes. And what is the A value? What's the A value? Good. Take -1 out of that.
And then do what?
Put your A, B, and C value.
Mr. Chung.
Yeah. So what's the number in front of that square?
Which one's original?
You have more than one? Good. Why should it not be that? Where should negative go? Tomorrow. I asked you to correct this.
You told me this correct.
No, you're right, it is correct. Find the vertex.
So I'm going to put a corner right here.
What's the original function? Justin, what's your A and B value here going to be?
The A value is going to be at 8.
A, B, and C are just numbers. What is the value of B here going to be again, Justin? Rosie, what's the value of A here? X is a number. What's the value of A? What's the number in front of x squared? What's the number in front of x squared? What's the invisible number in front of here?
Oh, 1.
So what should a be again?
1.
So 2 times 1. A, B, and C are just what again, guys? They're just what? They're just numbers. No letters are going to go in place of them. Just numbers. A is the number in front of x squared. B is the number in front of x. And your C is your last number here. So what should this equal? Negative 4? That's half your answer. How do you find the other half? Kenzie, how do you find the other half? Plug it into where? Into the original equation. Good. Did anyone do that yet? When you plug it in, y equals parentheses negative 4 squared plus 8 times negative 4 plus 7. What does this give you guys? Negative 9, I think that is right. Anyone get anything different?
Positive
Negative 16, negative 32 should be negative 9. 16, negative 32, negative 16, yeah, it should be negative 9.
Is that negative 4 or negative?
This?
No, I'm here.
Here?
No, yeah, no, other one.
This one?
No, both of them.
Let me rewrite it. Shemaya, if I plug in negative 4 in for here, what do the x's become?
Negative.
Negative what?
Negative 9.
So if I plug in, no, I'm saying, if I plug in negative 4 into here, what's it going to look like? What am I going to write? Y equals to what? Instead of x squared, it's going to be what?
Negative 4x squared.
Negative 4x squared? No. What'd you do with the negative 4 again? What are you going to do with the negative 4 again?
Change it.
Change to what?
Plug it in.
You're going to plug it in for what?
A.
For the what?
A.
Okay, so when you plug it in for the x, what does this x here become? What? Followed by what?
8x plus 7.
Why do you keep telling me these 8x? Why do you keep bringing the x out? What do we replace x with?
4.
What kind of 4?
Negative 4.
Followed by what?
7.
Plug into your calculator and get negative 9. This was what again? This was your what? Vertex, min, max, what is it? What did we just find? It's your vertex. How do you know if it's your min or max just yet? You're going to do what with all these points first? You're going to what? You're going to plot that. Let me read this for a moment. Go back to part A, guys. What's your question?
Where do we have all this space to do this?
There isn't much space. You'll have more space in the test. No.
Can you not, erase that?
Michaela, when you plot your x and y here, what are you going to plot first?
Y?
Sure. What are you going to plot along the y-axis?
7.
Good. Plot 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's your first point. Very good. What are you going to plot next on this graph? Kashmir, what are you going to plot next on this graph? Okay, now time to get it right. What are you going to plot next?
7? Negative?
I'm sorry, what kind of 7 is that?
Negative 7.
And? There's your 2 points right there. And what's the last thing you're going to plot here? Maya, what's the last thing you're going to plot here? We already plotted those two. What are you going to plot next? The what? Oh Maya, what are the 3 things you need to plot to graph a quadratic again?
Is that 3 things? I don't know.
China, what are the 3 things you need to do again? What are the 3 things you need to plot a graph, to plot a quadratic, a U shape? What are the 3 things you need?
Well, we just did
Yes.
the vertex, the x, and the y.
Yes. So Maya, what are the 3 things you need again? I just told you. Okay. We graphed the x, we graphed the y. What are we going to graph next, Maya?
The negative 9.
Just negative 9.
Negative 20.
Which is your what again?
Vertex.
So what are we gonna plot next? Good. -4, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, then go down 9?